guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new, I'm Katie, hello, and welcome to another bookish adventure. So I had meant to start this weekly reading vlog on my normal day, Wednesday or Thursday. It is currently Saturday, I don't actually know what day it is, and you have my phone. What's the date? Oh, it's the 4th. 4th or the 5th, one of the two. Yeah, I had wanted to do this before, but basically, after the saga of slicing my finger open, I woke up on Wednesday morning and both my eyes were really puffy and swollen. My left was worse. Kind of got better during the day. Woke up Thursday and my right was kind of normal, but my left was really puffy. It got better throughout the day. Like, the swelling wasn't noticeable, but like in the crease, in the folds, I had like proper fat rolls. Like, my eyes had fat rolls, so that sucked. And it was quite dry and annoying, and like my under eyes was quite dry as well. Yeah, it had been a little dry before, but not really, so it wasn't like anything too concerned about, but obviously I was concerned about it. Turns out, basically, from eliminating the obvious facts of I'm riddled with it, I now have eczema on my eye. Super helpful, or eyelid dermatitis to be technically accurate. So that's great. So yesterday I was not puffy but so scaly, it was ridiculous. So I spent the entire day yesterday just treating my face. Today it is not so bad. My right eye is basically smooth. My left is kind of rough, but not as rough as it was, and you only have to really look closely to see it. But obviously I ain't no dermatologist, so you know, take what you want with a pinch of salt. So first of all, hydrocortisone cream, which is for anyone with eczema, a godsave, but however, you gotta use that stuff sparingly, because the idea of it is that it like takes away a layer of skin, which is why it's so great for eczema, because it gets rid of that roughness. So I'm literally scraping the tiniest amount and dabbing it on my eye, but I mix it with another cream. I'm not putting it there on its own. The other cream I've been using is Child's Farm, which was developed by a mum whose daughter had eczema, and it's been really great for my leg. Basically anything designed for eczema is really what I've been using. The other one is a Boots Own sensitive skin cream, again for babies, and I'm like, well, if it's good enough for a baby, I put it on me, and I use that at work when my leg like flares up. I only put that on twice a day, so I did that this morning, and I'll do it again when I take off my makeup, and then yesterday I did it the same in the morning, and then actually I did it in the afternoon and the evening as I was off, and then in between that I was literally slapping my face with coconut oil. So anytime I was like, oh, lip balm, oh, eyes, like it was like a twofer, and that has worked really well. Again, my right eye was never that bad. Mum thinks that this is a stress reaction from multiple things, not just from slicing my finger open and having the biggest panic attack I've ever had in my entire life. But yeah, so she could be right, probably is, because she always is. So I have got myself some herbal calming stuff that I'm going to take at least for a month. Obviously subconsciously I am worried about something, and I think I've been worried a lot about my skin. So there's that, and then there's really the worries about my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and just stuff like personally. That is the plan, and we're just going to kind of see how it goes. So hopefully by the end of this vlog, in about just under a week's time, it will be better and I can be like, yay, it works. So actual book stuff, I'm starting my year by reading Tower of Dawn. I'm also listening to this on Audible as well, as the last book took me longer than I wanted to read, which was so annoying. I haven't really gotten into it. I always find at the end of the year I get a bit with reading, because it's getting to the end of the year, don't want to start anything new, and then at the start of the year I got to try and crawl myself back into that place of really wanting to read again. So at the moment I think listening to Audible is really going to help, because on my lunch breaks right now I'm just a bit like but that is me done right now. Gavin is stood patiently in a corner because we are currently also filming Monday's video, which is picking my 2020 book. Then we're gonna go to his and relax and eat food and watch TV, and again, calm evening, and again, treating my gross scabby eye. Hi guys, I'm back. So before I talk about books, I just want to say my eye has cleared up. You have no idea how happy I am. So after I filmed on that Saturday, I took off my makeup, washed my face, and it did not look great before I took off my makeup. It just looked like really dry, and obviously you can see all my like concealer on it, and it was awful. But yeah, after I washed my face and like buffed everything off, it was really quite smooth. Not like amazing, but so much smoother than it had been all day. So that actually was the last day I used the hydrocortisone cream. That was it, because when I then woke up on the Sunday, it was so smooth. There was like barely any dry skin. So when I went to bed on Saturday, I covered my eyes in coconut oil, did that again on the Sunday. So I'm now back to my normal skincare routine, which I am so so thrilled about, you have no idea. So literally the only thing I'm now doing is at night I've just been putting on the coconut oil because there's still like a little bit of like teeny tiny dryness, like hardly anything. So I'm so happy because I can now go back to wearing eyeshadow without thinking I'm gonna look like a crusty mess. I think once I realized it was eczema, I was less stressed about it, and I think it was just an instantaneous reaction to how my body had reacted to when I cut my hand. Just sucks, is to be honest. So yeah, though how I treated it worked really well. Hydrocortisone cream is like the holy grail when it comes to things like eczema, but again, I will say I ain't no dermatologist, I'm not a doctor. However, these are the things they tell you. You cannot overuse this stuff because it is thinning away a layer of your skin, which is why when I was putting it on my eyes, I was mixing it with another cream because I didn't just want to put it just like straight on my eyes. But yeah, I literally only used it for one whole day, and then yeah, like 2 other applications on that Saturday. Otherwise I did not need it. Normally when I'm having to use it like on my leg or my arm, it is a couple of days before it clears up. So it just goes to show that it definitely was more stress related. So yeah, if you do ever have any problems with eczema or eczema on your eyelids, I may be able to help, who knows. But yeah, just be very mindful that that stuff is like really strong. So talking about books, because that is why we are here, we are continuing with Tower of Dawn. I kind of realized that this is like starting a whole new book because the momentum that has been building with all the other books kind of disappears with this, because you're literally starting a new story that is just focusing on Kale and Nerissa. So Nerissa, why did I just call her that? I have no idea, but now I've blanked on her name, but I can see it like in front of me. So we're just gonna call her Nerissa until it comes back. So yeah, they have traveled to this other land which seems like the miracle land because everyone gets on and it's great, and multicultures and faiths, and it's great, and languages, and it's basically what Ardland isn't. So yeah, it is weird suddenly going down to a cast of like 2 people. We now have a third point of view, the healer, finally, from the novellas, which I was really hoping was gonna pop up. Irene, she's now a third point of view as well, which is nice because it's been so used to having such a huge amount. Yeah, like I said, it is weird. It's like it is trying to rebuild that sort of that momentum, because obviously in the previous books there were so many plots happening and trying to figure out how they were going to come together and if they were going to come together and just everything. And now it's suddenly like, okay, so we just have 2 goals here, and it's trying to heal Kale of his injuries, if it is even at all possible, was trying to convince people to come and join their wall. Yeah, we've met the Kagan. Why have I lost my power of speech? Oh my god, this is really bad. I can see the word in front of me, Kagan, but we don't say Kagan, we say something else. Oh god, this is really awful. Basically the ruler. Holy crap, this is awful. I've lost all my power of speech and it's freaking me out. So we've met him, Kagan. Oh god, I give up. Him and his kids, basically. We've met them. They're obviously very dubious of these people, and of course you would be, because where they come from, it has been like shit, and the king was nefarious for many reasons. So yeah, those are the 2 sort of end goals, but it is weird. I think that was maybe why I was struggling to get into its beginning. I was quite tired on my lunch breaks, but I think I was struggling because I wasn't picking back up where we were. There was no intensity, no fights, no emotional like things. It's just suddenly gone, okay, now let's go back again and start all over again. It's really weird trying to get back into that. You kind of wish almost that this was one book that had all the point of views, because then you'd have the elements of highs and lows, and then to cut back to their story where it'd be a bit more quieter. So I feel like this is going to be more of a slow burner in that case. I feel like maybe things are gonna build, but I think I like it. I don't know. It is pretty much starting from the beginning. It just feels very much like, how the hell is this book gonna compare to the others, because the other ones have been cranking and on an emotional level, and just the building of the story, and it just feels like the throttle's been pulled back a bit. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see how it's going to build and how the dynamic is going to happen, and just yeah. So I have to head off now. I am going out. It is Gavin's birthday today. He is 32. I know he's an adult. So yeah, we're gonna go out for dinner. I think I'm gonna wear this green dress. I'm not 100% sure. I need to sort out my hair first, because I would like to wear it down, or at least half up and half down. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep to this dress. I don't know. I'm so indecisive. I normally have to plan ahead so I don't stress out. So this is what's happening. We're stressing because we have time constraints. Final check-in. So I thought, I don't normally do this, but at least not that I remember well enough. I don't normally do sort of like a final check-in on where I'm leaving off at the end of the week, which is something I want to do more if I actually remember. So I think I am probably about 20-25% into the book now. So far we are sort of learning that there are more to Kale's injuries than we first thought, which I like. It's not going to be some, obviously not like some straightforward thing to try and heal like a broken spine, but there is more to it than they thought, which is something I really like the idea of. I'm also hoping that this story is going to become quite, not thrillery, not quite the word, but I want the sort of the suspense to be built and sort of the emotional part of it to be built from the fact that we don't know which of the Kagans, I still can't remember how to pronounce that goddamn word, which of the rulers' heirs that we can trust. Everyone is kind of game playing, you know, are they going to try and earn Nesserin's and his trust, and then to try and like work out information of why they're really there? Are they going to screw him over? Do some of them really think maybe we should support Dorian and his sort of, you know, the battle and all this stuff? So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be that sort of like excitement building and tension building from the fact of it's like, okay, so who do we try and trust? How do we figure this out? Because as everyone knows, at any point during the past, during court, the walls have ears, and this is something you have to remember. So you can't really talk freely. You kind of have to go somewhere to try and talk freely. You can't look at someone for too long. You can't openly invite someone to talk because then they're going to think you're siding with them. It's all very cloak and dagger. So I'm kind of hoping that that is going to help really build some atmosphere, because like I was saying before, it feels like we're starting again with this book. All that tension, all that emotion, all that everything that built in the end of the last book that just exploded and was kind of just left like, oh my god, sort of shattered and broken. That's not there with this. This is completely different. We are in a completely different place, completely different set of emotions, just complete everything. It is like having to kind of rebuild that again so it can all meet again. So I am really hoping that it's gonna build that way, and I guess kind of conspiracy, I guess, but I feel like I'm not getting my words across very well, but you know what I mean. The darkness is kind of making its presence known, quite possibly. So yeah, it seems really interesting, because yeah, I did get to a point when I was sat there thinking, I have no clue where in the hell like this is gonna go. I have no clue how any of this is really gonna go. So I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm really warming to it. Today at lunch, I really powered through a massive block. I suddenly sort of went to put my bookmark in, and I was like, oh okay, this is I think the most I've ever read in a lunchtime. So I felt really good about that. I think I've worked out that in the mornings I'm probably listening to about 20 pages once I've like found my bloody place in the book. I was hoping to start a second book this week, but I probably won't get the chance. I have a couple of books in mind. However, I was contacted by someone on Instagram wanting me to review their book for an exchange of an e-arc, so might pick that up. Although part of me feels like I want to read that as like my main read, because I want to be able to like really dedicate like my proper focus to it for reviewing. So we'll see. There are kind of two or three other books I was thinking about reading. Now I finally know the books that Gavin has picked. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my first proper reading vlog of 2020, and I hope your year has gotten off to a good start. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button and show me your thumbs. As always, comment below, and if you are new, hit that subscribe button and never miss another video. I am now gonna go get ready. I'm going to do boxing, and then I'm gonna edit this. Oh god, there is no rest for the wicked.